Welcome back guys to our channel, and today we will be doing database migration of Oracle 19c Pluggable Database from RAC to node instance to target single instance CDB using unplug and plug method. So let's start guys. So guys, I will explain you the environment. Okay, so I have a two node rack cluster. So due to my personal laptop RAM and CPU constraint, I'm not able to open both the rack nodes at once, as it crashes the virtual machine. So I have opened only one node of the rack cluster, and I am trying to get the database status of rack database with name CDB new, as you can see in the command. So let's see what output we get here. So you can see guys, it is CDB new 1 rack database instance is not running on node 1, and CDB new 2 DB instance is running on node 2. So currently only node 2 is open, that's why it is showing that the database instance is not running on node 1. So now I am trying to set the Oracle database instance environment. So Oracle underscore SID I have given as CDB new 2, and I need to enter the Oracle home details also. So I will just do it again. So here I have entered the Oracle home details. So now my Oracle RAC database instance environment is set. So I am just connecting to SQL+. So I will do show PDB command. So it is showing one ORCL PDB, as you can see, and it is in the mounted state. So we need to bring it in read write mode. So let me just run a command. So guys, now I have run this command to open the Pluggable Database ORCL PDB in read write mode, and I have included the parameter instance is equal to all, as it is a rack cluster. But no issues, currently only one node of the rack cluster is up due to some RAM constraint, and that's why. So it will open this pluggable database from this node 2 instance of the rack cluster. Okay, and it will be remain closed on the node 1 of the rack cluster, as we haven't brought up the node 1 due to system constraints. So as you can see, the command has finished now. It is showing pluggable database altered. So now we can check the status again with the show PDBs command, and you can see ORCL PDB is now in the read write mode. Earlier it was in the mounted state, right? So it's fine now. Okay, and I will create a sample table and try to insert some rows in it. Okay, so that later on, once we have migrated this PDB from current 2 node rack cluster CDB to the target single instance CDB server. So on the target single instance CDB server, we can cross check whether these test table and its rows exist in the target PDB. Okay, so that's why we are creating this sample table and inserting some rows in them. So as you can see, I used ChatGPT to create the sample table and its rows. So you can also use your favorite like AI tool to, you know, like if you are a beginner level, it is very useful to interact with AI tools, and you can ask them your query or doubt. So it's a very good learning process for everyone, and also we get to know some new insights also. So I'm checking that what all users are present in my current pluggable database ORCL PDB. So guys, currently you can see that there are only uh, two user accounts, which are the default users, sys user and system user. Okay, so as you can see, both are in open state. So these are the default uh, users that are present in the pluggable database ORCL PDB. So first what I will do is I will create a new user with the name V Kumar. Okay, and give it some grants or privileges, and I will create the sample test table inside this user or schema V Kumar. Okay, so I am giving the basic grants like the create session and grant resource to this user. Okay, and I'm just checking the status and everything of this newly created user. And I hope you guys know the difference between database user and database schema. So basically database user, like it is a user created inside a database, and it is given some grants or roles. Okay, so that it can access certain objects like in different schema. Okay, different schemas that are present in the database. And database schema, bro, it refers to application schema. Okay, like it contains the application data, like the application related tables. Okay, and other objects, other schema objects, like you can say procedure, synonym, views, functions, etc. Okay, so hope you are getting the difference between a database user and schema. So we have given the grants and everything to this user, and also we have checked the default table space, which is users, and the temporary table space, which is temp. So let us proceed further, guys, and create this test table and also insert some rows in it. So I am creating table inside my user vCumar, so that's why like I am using the syntax create table vCumar dot table name. Okay, so you will also see this. And now guys, I am giving unlimited quota on tablespace users to my user V Kumar. Okay, so that whatever like database objects I create within this user V Kumar, so there is no like constraint on the tablespace size that I can use. I can use the maximum users tablespace size. Like I am creating, so if I am creating so many tables and inserting rows under the vkumar user, so I don't feel any space restriction under the user's tablespace. So guys, I think in the insert rows I need to mention vkumar.employees, as the employees table is created inside the vkumar user. So I will just correct it. So you can see in the create table command I have used vkumar.employees. Okay, that means the employees table is created inside the vkumar user. So during inserting roles also I have to use similar format. I have to use vkumar.employees everywhere. Okay, so I have to just edit that, and also I need to use the commit command at the end, so that after inserting the rows it gets saved in my table. Okay, the rows get saved in my table employees. So guys, as you can see, rows have been created, and we have also issued the commit at the end. So now we can cross check like what rows are present inside this vkumar.employees table. So I will do a select star from vkumar.employees. So you can see guys, these rows are present inside our employees table. So we can quickly format it a little bit. Okay, so now you can see output is properly formatted, and we can save this output. So it's better like to maintain a notepad plus plus document, okay, regarding all the steps that you are performing in the particular sequence, so that you can save this document and use it for future activities, similar activities. So it's very important to maintain a SOP for every big or small activity that you are doing. So it's very useful. Like you can like if the similar user request comes uh, in your team, so you can quickly refer your particular saved document and do it easily, instead of like searching for queries and commands again. So it's a good practice that you can do in your office. So now we will shut down the ORCL PDB pluggable database from all instances of our RAC cluster. So that's why we have used the parameter instances equal to all. So now this command is completed. and we can check the PDB status. Now it is in the mounted state. So now we will unplug the pluggable database into an XML file, and we have already created the directory where this XML file will be stored. As you can see here, it is u02/Oracle PDB underscore unplug. So we'll just cross check the container underscore name. We are at the root container, so from the root container level we can run this command. So guys, now the command is completed, and also you can see in the alert logs that it's completed. Unplug part is completed. So we will go into the directory location where our XML file will be present. So this is the generated XML file of Pluggable Database Oracle PDB. Basically, this XML file contains the metadata about the Pluggable database, like details about all its data files, character set, etc. So now I will set the session of this PDB, and we will try to check the location of its data files and temp file. So we can note down the base directory location of the data files. And also we have checked the temp file location, so you can note down the base directory location of the temp file. So here you can see what all information the XML file contains. So guys, now we have logged in as a grid user, and we are setting up the environment to connect to the ASM CMD prompt, as we need to go to the data file and temp file base directory location, and from there we need to copy all the data files and temp file to the target single node CDB server. So we have set Oracle SID as plus ASM2, as we are on the node 2 of the rack cluster, and also we need to set the grid home directory location. So we can set the grid home location, as you can see. So our ASM environment is set. Now we can give the ASM CMD command, and we will get into the ASM CMD command prompt, as you can see. So we can check the ASM disk groups status using the lsdg command. And using ls command we can shift to the different directories. So now we are copying the ASM data files to the local file system on the same server, that is the RAC node 2 server. So guys, as we have copied the data files from the ASM location to the local file system directory location, so from here we will SCP these data files to the target single instance CDB server. And also we need to copy the temp file from the ASM location to the local file system directory, and from there we need to SCP it to the target single instance CDB server as well, as we need temp file also for the PDB creation on the target server. So we will do it, guys. So now we are transferring this temp file to the target single instance CDB server. And guys, very important thing to notice, the data files and temp files that are copied, their names are in capital letters, so we need to rename them into small letters using the mv command. So already I have renamed all the data files. Now I am renaming the temp file, as you can see, because the temp is in capitals. So now I have renamed it into the small letters. Okay, so already I had done for the data files, as you can see, because inside the XML file it's different format as per the ASM, but our target server is single instance CDB, so it will take the naming convention in the small letters. So this is very important step of renaming the data file and temp file names from capital letters to small ones. Okay. So guys, as you can see, we are now on the target single instance DB server, and we are at the root container level, as you can see. So now we are good to run this create pluggable database orcl pdb command. And in the command, like, I have given the source file name convert parameter to change the data file location in the target server to u01/plug_pdb. So inside this directly, the new data files and temp files will be created. So as you can see, the pluggable database has been created, and you can see the orcl pdb is currently in the mounted state on our target single instance CDB server. So now we will bring this pluggable database to the read write mode. So let's do it, guys. So guys, our pluggable database is now in the read write mode, but the restricted status is yes. It means that like, external users cannot connect to this database. So we need to check why this restricted status is showing as yes, as it should be no. So guys, we will use the violations check command to see what error is showing. So as you can see, the SQL patch release update is installed in the CDB, but 19.12. Okay, so there is a mismatch in the patch level of our source rack um, cluster and the target single instance server. That's why it is opening our PDB in the restricted mode. So as you can see, we have some warning messages and some error messages like interim patch, OJVM release update is pending, not installed in the CDB but installed in the PDB. So we are getting some SQL patch related errors, which is due to the patch level mismatch between the source and the target server. Okay, so as it is a test environment, we can ignore this, but in the enterprise level, we need to ensure that the patch level is either same or it should be higher on the target server. So hope you guys understood this activity of migrating a pluggable database from a 2-node rack cluster to the target single node CDB instance server. So guys, hope you understood this activity. So we successfully migrated our PDB from the 2-node rack server to the target single node CDB instance server, and only issue was that the target server was on a lower patch level and our source 2-node rack cluster was on a higher patch level. So that's why it's not opening the PDB on target server in the unrestricted mode. So we can ignore that for now, as this is a test environment, but always cross check that your database migration is happening from same like both source and target should be at the same patch level, or you can go from lower to higher patch level. That is fine, but you cannot go from higher to lower patch level like in our case. So guys, hope you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel to learn about new Oracle scenario, and we will try to bring another video soon regarding some new activity and new learning. And if you have any doubts or suggestions, you can comment us in the comment section, and also like you can share with your friends about our channel, as you can see that whatever task we are doing, like we are doing based on our experience in the industry, simultaneously working on different projects. So this is a great learning channel for all the new Oracle DBAs who are at the beginner or intermediate level. So guys, see you in the next video. So goodbye and take care.